Welcome to A Shot of Joe, the place where you come to get enlightened and get empowered. Click that little button below to subscribe to my channel. I'll keep you up to date on what's happening and also give you tools that you can use to elevate your energy to the highest level. And this week, a big week coming out of a very intense month of March, which was very high energy, very strong, a lot of changes that are taking place. And of course, on March 23rd, we had the major shift that really took place, that took us forward. And this full moon that we have coming up on the 6th, on April 6th, which is coming up, is also a pink moon. But the real thing about this one is this one's going to continue to move us in this direction that we have already started from the month of March. So we know that this whole transition was really about death and rebirth. That's really where we are now. A lot of things are ending and dying, and now we're rebirthing ourselves or bringing ourselves into a different place and into a higher level. So that's going to continue. So this moon is going to be very strong. So a couple of things you may feel as you're going through this with the moon. I know it depends on each individual, is a little bit different. One of the things that I've noticed and certainly heard from people is that feeling a little bit kind of spacey, or, kind of having a hard time focusing. That's one thing that you may experience, also, just having a hard time maybe grounding yourself, or I've also heard a lot of people with trouble sleeping or feeling very fatigued. So these are all symptoms that we have as we go into this higher energy and into this higher vibration. And this is going to continue as we move forward. This will be another very active month coming off of, again, the intense energy of March. So what you want to be aware of now as we go through this weekend, and again, this will be hitting us on Thursday when we have the full moon, and then continuing forward, is really focusing on taking care of yourself and also moving forward. Because now that we've kind of turned the corner, you want to look at, how do I want to move my life forward? Am I going in the direction that I want to go in? If you're not quite sure, you're still kind of in between, that's fine. It's just really getting yourself centered and focused, and then letting go of anything that is not working anymore, or things you've been holding on to. So if there's something that is unresolved within yourself that you're still holding, that will probably come to the surface. It'll come up in some way in your life, whether it'll be a situation with, could be work, could be relationships, could be health, whatever it is that will come in front of you, that you'll have to kind of face it and deal with it in order to go forward. Or you could just sit quietly. Again, I always like to have that preemptive strike where I can deal with it in advance. If there's something that's bothering you that you just want to sit with and really get honest with how you feel and resolve it from your truth, that's going to be the best thing to do. Because when you resolve it from the truth within yourself, that's going to move you forward. Now, again, that being said, that does not mean it's easy, because sometimes when we do something that is best for ourselves, it could create some issues or some, let's say, fracturing or whatever you want to call it for other people or other situations. But that you have to be willing to go through that in order to elevate yourself to the highest level. The other thing is a lot of separation, obviously, in the world right now. And we don't want to go down the road of, obviously, we all have opinions of what we like or don't like, but we don't want to put out negative energy or hatred, whether you like someone or don't. I know we have a lot going on in politics and whatever it is that's happening in the world. You don't want to get into a position where you're putting hate in the world, in the energy. Again, you could disagree with it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree. But we don't want to put out any venomous energy, because we're in such a we're moving into this higher space, and that is going to really cause you problems. So again, it's accepting, hey, I don't agree with this, but I do not want to put a negative, hateful energy toward anything, because it's going to boomerang right back to you, especially now as we move forward. So again, put love out there, put positivity out there, believe that things are going to work out for the highest and greatest good of all of us, which it is, and hold yourself in that space. That's going to be your best bet. And again, death and rebirth, keep that in your mind, because that's going to be a big theme as we go forward. So keep up the great work. I'll see you soon.